Hello and welcome to another episode of the Contractor Grow Show. My name is Mark Lamberth. I'm your host, and today I'm speaking with Terry DeFraties at Essential Extras in Kansas City, Missouri. Terry, thanks so much for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, so I'd love to hear just from your words the specific services that you provide for your customers.
Well, we do just about all types of remodeling, and we specialize in outdoor structures. The biggest single thing we do are decks, but we do tons of pergolas, screen porches, things like that. Do a lot of integrated projects with, decks, patios, roofs, porches, whatever, room additions, whatever people have in mind.
Fantastic. And what is the geographic radius you guys work in?
We try to stay under an hour from Kansas City. We've worked in over 90 cities now around the
Oh.
metro area here. When we got to 90, I got lazy and stopped counting. I thought, well, there's actually 130 or 40 different jurisdictions,
Uh-huh.
which I found out about. When we got to 60, I thought it was pretty hot stuff, but I didn't know how many there were. We got to 90, that was a good round number. We've added a couple, one or two every year or two, it seems like, but
Uh-huh.
I haven't kept up on it.
Oh, that's fantastic. How many guys do you have on your crew?
We just have two crews. At one time, for a lot of the time, I had three crews, and for a short while, I had five crews, and that was just way too much work. And so we're basically have two crews right now.
Okay. Was that a conscious choice to go from five crews down to two? I mean, what's the difference in the dynamic there? I've heard of a lot
Well,
of guys, getting larger and then actually getting smaller again because it works better for their goals or for their life or whatever.
we went from five to three, and five, it seemed like we were starting a job or finishing a job about every day. And it was pretty hectic. So it was probably for my life and sanity that we went down. And then not sure exactly why we ended up with two. It's been a while that we've been that way. So it makes things a lot easier. There's it's less work to sell, less work to supervise, less revenue, but a lot less hassle. With five crews, we had another layer of supervision, which maybe if we'd have got to 10, or something like that, it would have made more sense. But I decided to coast, I guess you'd say. But that was a long time ago when we went back from five. And that didn't last too long.
Gotcha. Okay. And I mean, you've been involved in the trades since the 1960s. Did you start Essential Extra? Did you say in 1971?
I was there when we started it. We were building other stuff at that point. We were building light commercial for our own account, and we stumbled into the deck business and been doing it ever since for the last 40 years. That's been our focus.
Oh, wild. Are there some things that you've seen, Terry, over the years about the trades change? I was involved in, doing a lot of remodels and additions. It was back in the kind of mid late '90s, early 2000s. Um, and I haven't really kept up with exactly what's happening. Haven't been involved directly in the trades since then, since kind of probably early 2000s. How have things changed over the last 40 and 50 years? Anything stand out with, I don't know, the hiring process, the building process, dealing with clients? What are some things you've seen?
Well, our clients they've been pretty consistent, the same. And I've had very little turnover in my lead men. The helpers come and go, but
Hmm.
just been they basically are allowed to have a lot of autonomy and doing stuff. I'm not standing over and supervising them. I always tell clients they want to know if I'm going to be watching over the job, and I've got one of my lead men has had same experience as I have, and another one's been at it for 40 years. I don't really need to watch what they're doing. If I was worried about what they were doing, I would be doing it myself. I don't have any use for someone that, that I have to watch every move and worry about what they're doing. If they screw up, they get paid to screw up, and then we fix it, and they get paid to fix it. And if I screw up, then I take the heat. So that's just the way it's always been. And I
Gotcha.
think the younger workers are probably a little have a little less of a strong work ethic. I get up in the morning and go to work no matter what. And, they seem like sometimes they're sick, we got other stuff, or don't aren't as motivated, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But it varies. You never know. There's plenty of people, that are older workers that are goofing off as much as they can too. We don't have that in our company, but I can see it in some of the companies that we work with. And we work with a lot of the same subcontractors that we use for different things that we don't do, like pavers or concrete or landscaping. And so I see a variety of things, but mostly the people that we gravitate to and gravitate to working with us kind of have the same attitude I do. Get out there and do it, get it done, do it
Uh-huh.
right. So
Gotcha. Fantastic. Well, and you had talked about that here in the last few years, you'd seen that there's been kind of a slowdown in the trades, and that here in the last few months, that seems to have changed. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, when COVID happened, it certainly turned everything kind of upside down, especially the decks and kind of patio space seems like got a lot of attention. A lot of folks really working on those outdoor spaces, especially on their houses. But then the interest rates got all messed up. I mean, what has happened here over the last 3 years that you've seen?
I have no idea what's caused it. No idea. No
Uh-huh.
kind of history. Because our clientele is usually pretty insulated. It's like, oh, what recession? And
Uh-huh.
but
Huh.
we've been through a bunch of recessions over the years, so we just have to muddle through. But I don't really know. I don't have a good explanation.
Hmm.
I know that people's attitude for the last couple of years has been pretty grim, and compared to past years, and all of a sudden it's just turned. But I've seen that before when we've come out of recessions and stuff.
Hmm.
Things will be going, you know, not great. We're struggling to stay busy, and then all of a sudden stuff will change out, and
Hmm.
then we go on and wait for the next problem like that.
Uh-huh.
So far, so good this year. It's people have, and they're pretty good sized projects too, which may be one reason they've been on hold some. Is that
Hmm.
people have been reluctant to commit, but they're committing now, so that's the good news, and we'll try to ride the wave.
I hear you. Well, fantastic. Well, what do the next couple of years look like, Terry, with the business? I mean,
Well,
do you?
I'm gonna probably only going to work a few more years, and then
Uh-huh.
either close up or see if I can find somebody I could do some seasonal design and sales for. I've been on the administrative side of this for 60 years. So,
Oh.
yeah, what I do is design and sell what we build, but the building is the pain, designing and selling us the fun. So the guys who work for me have all tried that, and to them, I'm just a necessary evil. So I'm the one that finds the work and gets it figured out. Sometimes we have to redesign it together. They don't always like my designs, but we get them built, and customers are happy, and that's the main thing.
Oh,
So
that's great.
I plan to be, backing off, in the next few years.
Well, fantastic, Terry. If someone wants to get in touch and potentially work with you guys, what are the best ways to get in touch with you?
Well, I would normally say the contact form on the website is a good thing, but you told me our website is not working quite right this morning, so that'll get fixed pretty quickly. And you can do that, or you could email, work telephone.
Okay.
All the contact info is probably on the website. Would be the easiest for most people today.
Sure. Well, I'm sure you get that fixed pretty quick, huh? Fantastic. Okay, well, if you are in the Kansas City area and looking to hire, someone great and expert at building decks, as well as doing larger outdoor spaces and remodels, get in touch with Terry. The website is essentialextrasinc.com. So essential, ESSENTIAL, extrasinc.com. Fantastic, Terry. Well, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing the story of the business.
Thank you.